Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Jeff at Lockdown Security, www.lockdownsecurity.ca. And today I am proud to bring you this video on the Nakamichi NA3625-WUX, otherwise known as the WUX. Now, I just previously did a video on the NA3625W6, which is this radio's little brother with the 7-inch screen. This one is a 10.1-inch screen. As you can see, the screen is quite giant. Kind of look at my hand, you can see the screen, it's very large. But before I get into the details of this fantastic radio, because I really like it, I just want to say the video is sponsored by our new LDS P5, P6, and P7 line of dash camera batteries. As you can see by this mess of wires, this is what I'm using to power this wonderful radio. I will put a coupon code down below in the description for you to save 10% off of our LDS line of dash camera batteries, which, as you can see, you could use to power your dash camera, or you could use for your test bench to power your electronics, or many other things that require a 12-volt battery. And oh, by the way, it's got a cool built-in flashlight. No idea why you need a flashlight on a battery, but it's got a feature just like that. So back to the NA3625. So this is basically the big brother to the smaller size 7-inch NA3625W6 with the 10-inch screen, and I'm very impressed with the responsiveness. So those of you who watched my previous video may have noticed that I wasn't so impressed with the 7-inch version because the responsiveness of both the screen and of the touch buttons just wasn't up to the level that I would have expected it to be. I can honestly say this one is much better. As you can see, as I touch the screen, it's very responsive. Obviously, that's also maybe because the screen is so large, but I am quite impressed with how this radio works. And these touch buttons are not too bad. I still would prefer if these were hard buttons because you have no real feedback. Maybe there is a beep. Let's actually check and see. Let's go home and go to settings, if I can find it. The gear, the giant gear. Let's take a look here. Sound, audible button sound, okay. So I have no speakers connected, so that's probably why you can't hear anything, same as me. But obviously, as I just showed, it has an audible button sound setting. So essentially that would be your feedback for when you're hitting the volume buttons. But other than the fact that they're not physical buttons, that would really be my only complaint on the actual interface of this radio. If I go home, you will see wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, AM, FM radio, Bluetooth, hands-free for your phone, Bluetooth music, USB input, and then AV input. I believe it's got customizable screensavers so you can upload your own photo. It does have a GPS antenna input so that your CarPlay and Android Auto is more accurate. You've got quite in-depth sound settings, equalizer, crossover built in. It's got front, rear, and subwoofer pre-outs, which is fantastic. And then you can see all of the other features that are listed here. You can play 1080p videos off of the USB input. Again, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, built-in low-pass filter, built-in high-pass filter for your audio outputs, rear camera input, capacitive touch. Fantastic that it has 4-volt high-voltage RCA pre-outs times 6, so front, rear, and sub. Backup camera input, and then basically your 10-band EQ, your subwoofer pre-out, and then full glass panel. And as all Nakamichis have, built-in steering wheel control interface. So if your vehicle has steering wheel audio controls, as long as they're not CAN bus digital audio controls, which we can certainly help you determine. If you've got analog steering wheel controls, then this has the interface built in, and that will save you money on buying a steering wheel control interface. This here is some of the accessories it comes with. It comes with a wireless remote. I always say in these videos, not too many people need a remote for their car radio, but if you need one, this one comes with it. GPS antenna is there. I don't have that plugged in. And let me show you how the radio mounts. Single DIN chassis. This radio here, it's on a ball and socket mount, so you can see I've got the screen tilted, so you can adjust it. The screen will go left and right, which is fantastic too, so you could tilt it towards the driver. Single DIN cage mount with a trim ring, which is included. I'm a big fan of how this attaches. I can tell you, and I'm sure other people who are installers who are watching this video, if this were a Kenwood or a Pioneer 10-inch radio, many installers curse the way that they mount. They honestly don't mount very well. You have to do these little micro screws. You have to do a lot of screwing around to get the screen mounted. That's not the case on the Nakamichi. The Nakamichi literally just pops right in and you're done mounting the screen. So you'll see the back, you've got your pre-outs, you got your video camera inputs, You've got your Wi-Fi antenna for wireless CarPlay, GPS input. It's got your typical Volkswagen style connector. And then you've got your power wires, which I have hooked up, and your speaker wires, reverse, parking brake, USBs, and then your wired CarPlay, Android Auto input. This is your microphone input, and then your antenna input there. So all in all, I think this radio is fantastic. I would run this in my own vehicle, and I think for the price, when you compare this to the other 10-inch screens that are on the market from Kenwood, JVC, Pioneer, Alpine, I mean, for the price of this radio, which you can look at the price in the link down below, you could buy pretty much 4 of these radios for the price of one Kenwood. That's not to knock the Kenwood, that's just to say the reality of it. This thing offers quite a lot of features, quite a lot of bang for the buck. Some superior features like the fact that the screen tilts left and right and up and down, all for a quarter of the price. So if you or someone you know is interested in the Nakamichi NA3625-WUX, feel free to call us 1-866-824-4118 or visit www.lockdownsecurity.ca or sales@lockdownsecurity.ca. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you could, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, LDS P5, P6, P7 have brought you this video today, these dash camera batteries, and you can save 10% using the coupon code below. Thank you for watching.